Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best.
Sorry about the playback. So we're going to actually start in a few minutes. Let me see if I got this timer up. I do have the timer up. We're going to be talking about the whole Shannon Sharpe. the whole Shannon Sharpe lawsuit scandal, all of that, which is an absolute mess. Jack, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining. Give me 3 minutes, and then we'll just get into everything. Just let me know how y'all doing if y'all in here. Let me see if I can turn this timer off. All right, y'all. So again, welcome. Happy Friday again. Let me know how you doing this week, how your Friday went. I want to know. Long week for me. Hopefully it's been better for y'all. If you don't know, I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. So right now we're going to be talking about Shannon Sharpe, who might actually be cooked at this point. He is embroiled in a $50 million lawsuit from dealing with a 20-year-old OnlyFans model by the name of Gabrielle Zuniga, Gabby Zuniga. Again, she's 20 years old. I think Shannon Sharpe is 56 years old, something like that. So she's 30 years younger than him. Bro literally has 32 and 30-year-old daughters. So he's dealing with somebody 10 years younger than his daughter, and it's just turned into a huge mess. So we'll just go ahead and start with his statement so we can see at least what he's saying and what initiated all of this. We'll get to some of the text messages, which are absolutely crazy. And then we'll just see what's going on with everything. So let's start with Shannon Sharpe's statement about the now $50 million lawsuit, which is crazy again.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzbee want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
So getting sued for $50 million is crazy work. The lawyer, Tony Buzbee, is actually the same lawyer from the Jay-Z lawsuit. And I think the Jay-Z lawsuit was attached to the Diddy lawsuit. I made a video where Tony Buzbee was mentioned and just the claims about him being an ambulance chaser. I don't know how that's going to work with all the text messages, videos, and receipts that Gabby has given Tony Buzbee, where it makes it look like Shannon Sharpe was definitely up to nonsense. But here's just a clip about Tony Buzbee in general.
But almost the second the lawsuit and the allegations were made public, Jay-Z responded by releasing the statement through Roc Nation like almost instantly. I'm sure a lot of people saw the statement before they even heard the accusations. According to Jay-Z, the allegations are false and the whole thing is an extortion attempt by this lawyer. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny will make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. Red penny is such a crazy old school type term, but these allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whoever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims deserve real justice if that was the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our
So again, that's just Jay-Z addressing Tony Busby, who he called an ambulance chaser. And I think that point was proven true, at least in that case, when Tony Busby's case fell apart in general. But again, going back to Shannon Sharpe specifically, like, people have warned him about dating women this young and these type of women. Why, bro, is 56, working for ESPN, got all the things going on that he does, and he's dating or chasing 20-year-old OnlyFans models is crazy. But again, he talked about this on his own show before, just the type of women he wants and who he's talking to.
Y'all, I said, you know who Sky Bree is, Ocho?
Sky Bree? Who that is, Coach?
Yeah. How I do it. How I do
Hey, Sky,
it.
I mean, who is that? Who is that? Help me out.
You know what I'm saying? She a little something. You know, she might be famous for vertical activity that she's good at.
Oh, she a hooper?
Oh, yeah.
Who she play for? Who she play for?
You know, she got her own little thing, you know.
Huh?
Man, y'all. Man, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all need to stop. Y'all be on that bull jive, man.
Hold on. Who she play for?
You know, back in the day, she could have been on my team.
Hey, Jack, yeah, Tony Busby is representing the woman from the Andrew Tate case as well. So that's just another one. But again, there was a real relationship there. I don't know about the evidence, but there was a police report filed in the Andrew Tate situation. So I can't say Tony Busby is all bad, but he definitely looked like a clown in the whole Jay-Z situation. Let's finish looking at him bragging about dating a 20-year-old.
She played for On Her Back. Oh, so she played for On Her Back. It might cost about $1,500 right now. You can get a scene with her right now for $1,500.
She won them. Okay.
The fact that the fact that Gilbert Arenas knows exactly who she was is crazy. And again, like, other people have warned Shannon Sharpe before about dating women that young, and he did what he wanted to do again, which got him here.
Everybody always talk about date your age. Well, I want to date my wage. I'm finna shut all this ish down tonight. I want to date my wage.
Stay right
So
there.
where y'all at? Hey, chat, where they at?
Hold on. Cause you know I keep it on me now.
Yeah.
I keep it on me. You want to date your what?
I want to date my wage, not my age.
Bro is clowning. He needs to date his age. And if you don't know Sky Bree or Gabby at this point, I mean, this is what she looks like. She literally just looks like a young 20-year-old, whatever she is, OnlyFans model. And if she's dealing with Shannon Sharpe, it's clearly for the bag. That's one thing I never got about older dudes like that old, like in his 50s, dating somebody 20 years old. Even if you like are the best maintained, working out, good-looking older dude in the world, a 20-year-old is only interested in you for money, not a real relationship, not anything that's genuine. So why deal with them in the first place? If you don't want to date somebody that's 56 and you're 56 or 54 or whatever, 10 years at the max. At least that's my opinion. 10 years younger at the max when you're in your 50s, 40s, cool. But anything past that is kind of giving creep vibes a little bit, at least to me. But again, so there have been text messages that have come out. Again, if you need to know what Gabby looks like, again, here she is. So you can clearly see why Shannon Sharpe wanted her. But there have been Tony Busby and Gabby have been on a straight attack because they released a bunch of text messages, videos. Not videos. There's a sex tape that's supposed to have leaked, at least a clip of it. There's been audio recordings, but just getting back to the people that actually warned Shannon Sharpe against this. Like a lot of those videos have gone viral. Monique talked about it, or the video of the interview with him and Monique came up where she kind of warned him about not dating his age, and of course the Cat Williams one. So here's the Monique clip.
I'm great.
Come on, honey, talk to us. How this dating thing? Because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say what you trying to say? Mo?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me live my life.
Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Dang.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I need you. You want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah.
Because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Hold on.
He laughing, but I know he was sweating bullets. He is laughing, but I know he was sweating bullets when she was talking about that, because she was basically calling him out to his face. Like, I couldn't imagine dating somebody that's 20, even right now in my life. Like, I don't want to deal with having to teach somebody and walk somebody through life or any of that stuff. I'm good with whoever's my age, maybe a little bit younger, maybe a little bit older if they got themselves together, but I'm not going to 20. But just let me finish Monique's clip.
You're old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Dang.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I need you. Want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah.
Because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'll be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school. Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I like
and she
red
don't
velvet.
have no teeth. Come on, put your glass out and clack.
Hey, if Shannon would have got with Miss Ellador, his problems would be solved. And yeah, Jack, so his whole platform basically went viral from the Cat Williams interview that happened, I want to say last year, maybe 2 years ago at this point, where he just had the whole internet on fire. Like, every clip he dropped from the Cat Williams interview did like tens of millions of views. And ever since then, he's just been, he's kind of built his own platform. But going to the Cat Williams interview, I mean, I have a clip of the real interview, but they're doing like a whole Muppet thing with all the clips on X lately, so I just wanted to watch this one. The Cat Williams actually warning Shannon Sharpe about the same type of thing.
I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
1 weekend.
Well, what, Gabby?
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
I'll play this later, but the fact that they animated the phone calls is crazy work. Again, Shannon Sharpe kind of shot himself in his foot, and he did it to himself with this whole situation. Like I said, Gabby and the lawyer Tony Busby released text messages, they've released audio and all of that. So we'll get into some of these text messages. I actually don't want to read some of this myself, so I'm just going to play a clip which actually reads and kind of goes through the text messages.
Shannon Sharpe's accuser releases more text messages between her and Shannon Sharpe, and just when I thought this whole thing might be silent for a while, I was truly wrong. And after Shannon Sharpe just admitted that he offered this Jane Doe $10 million not to file her lawsuit against him, I had a feeling at that point that this Jane Doe has something, that she believes she is going to win more than $10 million. And I told y'all, I saw this coming, because to walk away from a $10 million settlement is a lot of money, so I feel like you gotta have something to back up what you're trying to say. And now she's taking a play from Shannon Sharpe, and she's leaking her own text messages to Shannon Sharpe on the day that she claims that she was essayed by him. Now, this Jane Doe said that I cried when you left because I begged you to put on protection and not put it in my back door. But you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon. And as you can see, she sent this message on January 2nd of 2025 at 4:01. And then not even 20 minutes later, Shannon Sharpe responds to her and says, "Can I call you later?" And this is the same day in her lawsuit, January 2nd of 2025, that she alleges the first essay would happen. I told y'all this was far from over, and I had a feeling that more was going to come, but I thought after the audio, it was probably going to take a pause, but obviously I was wrong. And honestly, at this point, I'm not even going to lie. I don't want to see any more text messages released between Shannon Sharpe and this Jane Doe, especially.
We're going to get into text messages. They are like super explicit and crazy. And you know what? Essence Fest is on my bucket list for sure. Like, I always wanted to do Essence Fest. I was trying to wait to get to a certain age, but I definitely want to do Essence Fest. And yeah, it does definitely seem like celebrities are getting exposed left and right. I don't know what it is about being super rich or super famous, but it seems like you just get weirder and weirder unless you got some type of base or foundational person that really holds you down. So when all of these videos and text started to leak, Shannon Sharpe basically came out and said that they have a relationship that is purely consensual. It is BDSM arrangement, which means like all the super kinky, freaky stuff. They've had sex over 100 times within 3 years, and that she claimed that she liked to be choked, wear collars, role play, which is all kind of highlighted in the text that they have together, which again is just crazy work. So Shannon Sharpe's, again, after Buzzbee started releasing stuff, Shannon Sharpe's team responded by releasing the text messages between them. And like I said, I don't want to read these text messages, but if you want to put a dog collar on, or if you want to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me, that's from Gabby to Shannon Sharpe. Oh my God. I know you miss this big juicy ass. $25,000 for each cheek. $25,000 for each cheek is crazy work, because right there you're basically saying what the arrangement is, whether it comes off as a joke or not. It's basically Shannon Sharpe paying for that time or that experience or whatever else. There are other text messages that are even more crazy. Oh my gosh. Only if you want to put that baby gravy in me. That is crazy. If a woman ever tells me to put gravy in it, that's just crazy. Then I can do whatever then I guess you can do whatever you want to do to me. Oh my gosh, here's the next one. I want to put my tongue in your a-hole and then marry you. Another one from Gabby to Shannon Sharpe. That's my daddy. I want you to put a big black baby in me. The whole context of that text message is crazy. The big black baby part, the little race stuff is crazy. You better crave it, because you're going to be stuck with me for life after you put a big black baby. Hey, I'm embarrassed to read this. This is actually embarrassing. I don't know what to tell you. It definitely seems like, again, it was an OnlyFans model. Maybe they had an arrangement, money for whatever type of relationship. But now she's alleging that he went too far and a lot of stuff that he was doing when they were having relations. And like I said, they actually shared audio clips, which I'm about to play, or they actually leaked the audio clips, which I'm about to play of their alleged conversations together. So
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What? What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I.
hey, if I'm ever in an argument with a woman and I hear the word manipulate, when I tell you I shut down, I shut down immediately. Like, you are not getting another word out of me if the word manipulate comes up, because that just seems so manipulative and sinister, especially in a conversation with somebody that you're supposed to have a relationship with. But I digress. Back to these.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Unc clearly ain't realized he was being recorded or thought he could trust a freaking OnlyFans model for whatever reason is craziness. Like, you cannot trust a woman that you have a pay arrangement with, because it's a transactional relationship. It's a transactional operation. They're there for money or clout or whatever. And when they become unhappy with something in general, then anything they know about you is coming out. I mean, Superhead told us that 20 years ago, but.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
That is crazy. Unc is out of his realm for her to say, I don't want to be choked, and him to say, yes, you do. Bruh, sit down. Again, this might actually be the same clip. I gotta watch it to see. But yeah, she's been building the case like The Wire. There's no reason to be recording anybody or doing any of this unless you have a plan for that later. And again, all of this allegedly happened after the first incident that she claimed, but let me see what this is talking about.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public.
Bruh, Unc is wildin'. I might choke you in public is the craziest thing to say on a phone conversation. I don't care if it's perceived as kinky, role playing, whatever. Like, that is wild.
Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did with the shit you did to me.
Okay, well.
Bruh, that is wild. I don't know how an OF model has to tell you when something is a good look or not. Like, saying any of that in any type of context on a phone conversation, when we all know phone conversations can be recorded, whatever the case, unless he was super gullible and really trusted this girl, Gabby. It still makes no sense. Bro has 30-year-old daughters. So why you would be saying any of this to a 20-year-old is wild. And really, for him to be as deep as he is with sports and ESPN, like a lot of people have been giving their takes on him, on this whole situation, and none of it has been positive at all.
But I spoke to him, and he emphatically proclaims his innocence. According to Mr. Busby, his client emphatically proclaims his guilt. So where does that leave us? I'd love to tell you that I know the answer to that question, but I don't. I am the executive producer of First Take on ESPN. I recruited Shannon. I went and got him and brought him to ESPN. But I'm not the boss. Those are other folks. There are layers to this, and there are certain layers even I am not on. I can tell you, I also spoke to co-chairman of Disney, the boss, Jimmy Pitaro, who made it very, very clear we are taking this matter very seriously, and we are looking into this very, very closely. And once we gather as many facts as we possibly can, we will go from there. And that is all he said. And I can mention his name because I received his permission to say that.
If the boss of Disney is talking about you like that, you are done. You are cooked. I feel like ESPN got rid of Paul Pierce for a lot less. Bro, shot a video with like dancers in the background of his video. There was no scandal to it, no him doing nothing wrong. Literally just shot a video and Paul Pierce was up out of there. So if the CEO of Disney is talking about you like this, then it's just, it don't bode well. Like, I think Shannon Sharpe has already said that he's stepping away, but man, like this, I don't know how a career really goes on after this at such a big company like ESPN. And yeah, Jack, them pauses were awkward as fuck with the phone call. Like, I honestly don't know what happened. Again, like people started talking about this. There has been articles coming out specifically about the alleged sex tape. Well, it's not alleged because Shannon Sharpe admitted that they did have a sex tape, but that they've only been releasing little snippets to certain people. And this is just media takeout. It says the video appears to show Shannon brutally and painfully sodomizing the woman as she screams out and cries, which is graphic. Like, again, I don't even like reading this type of stuff. We're told the video shows Shannon, who is 250 pounds, 6'3", behind the petite white girl and entering her from the rear, which again is like the crux of this whole lawsuit, that he did that against her will. And again, Shannon Sharpe has been releasing stuff like the text messages from earlier. After the audio came out, he actually released another statement just addressing all of this, which he did it. he did it in the most unk way possible. He took a screenshot of clearly like the message that his lawyer wrote him to post, and then just posted that to Twitter or X, whatever it's called. And Ice from the Joe Budden podcast said, you were supposed to copy and paste this, not screenshot it, Facts. So let's read what this says. My statement is found here, and this is my truth, and this is the truth. The relationship in question was 100% consensual. At this juncture, I am electing to step aside temporarily from my ESPN duties. That's bad news for Shannon to have to step aside or step back from ESPN, because that means he's under pressure, his career is cooked, and he is not getting that back. I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason. I put money on it right now. Whatever y'all want to bet, Shannon Sharpe is not coming back to ESPN. We will not see him talking about the NFL unless he does it on his own platform. I sincerely appreciate the overwhelming and ongoing support I have received from my family, friends, and colleagues. Shannon Sharpe. So let's just see the comments in here. Damn, this kind of lets me know he's authentic. He's not sneaky. I don't even know what that means. He ain't even trying at this point. He just said, fucking screenshot. This really says a lot about him and how he operates. I don't know what that means either. I plan to return to my ESPN. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the preseason. Like I said, that ain't happening. I think that's the last time we see Nigga, y'all the same age. What the fuck are you yapping about? Oh, talking about ICE. So yeah, again, and other people have been making statements or at least addressing the whole Shannon Sharpe shit show at this point. So we'll see what Charlamagne had to say.
But that's not against the law because she was of age. So even though she was 19, that's not against the law.
This is a very, very messy situation. I don't know what's true and what's not true, but I have no idea why a 54-year-old man is dating a 19, 20-year-old. I know y'all like to be out here bragging about smashing these young things, but that's not a flex to me. You 54 years old, you should be laid up with your wife and kids, taking your cholesterol medicine, minding your damn business. We need discipline and stability. That's I ain't talking about just Shannon. I'm just talking about all of us in general. Men need discipline and stability. Find you one woman and settle your ass down, okay?
I agree with you, but it's not against the law. He can as long as the person's over a certain age, it is not against the law. So legalities, that's not against the law.
I'm with you.
It don't feel right, but for himself, it's not against the law.
I'm with you. I'm just saying a 54-year-old man is supposed to be laid up with his wife and kids somewhere. Hell, maybe even have a couple of grandkids. I don't want to be chasing no young girls at 54.
Because what are the conversations like? What are the conversations? If I'm 54 and you 20.
That's what I thought about. Like, what do y'all even talk about?
I don't agree with
signs of a stroke.
But all I'm gonna say is when you see all these white people do it, Leo DiCaprio, Seinfeld, Hugh Hefner, Joaquin Phoenix, John Mayer, when they date young girls. Nobody says anything. I'm not saying it's right, but it's not against the law.
But I saw Shannon with Andrew Schultz, and he was just talking about all of the ways he avoids situations like this. I don't know if y'all saw that part of the conversation. He don't even want to be on the elevator with a woman and stuff like that. It's the same thing with this. You know, a lack of discipline and stability can increase the chances of a situation like this happening. You 54 years old and 19 and 20-year-old.
No, you're right.
It's like, come on. If you're going to be that disciplined with everything else, you got to be disciplined all across the board.
But you know what's going to happen now? You're going to see more than one accuser start popping out now.
Well, I hope not.
But that's not.
Yeah, there are already other accusations of him having issues or doing things to women when he was working at ESPN and other spots. Like a lot of other stories have already been coming out now. And I think this whole situation is why the red pill community just needs to shut the fuck up. Like, a lot of those people don't know what they're talking about. They don't have life experience to say the stuff that they say. Like, again, I'm not saying you got to be 60 and date somebody at 60, but a 30-year age gap is just crazy work. Like, that shouldn't happen, whether it's legal or not. Because, again, like they kind of said already, what is there to even talk about? What are those relationships like? What is that conversation like? It's just crazy work.
But that's what usually happens.
Yeah.
One accuser is suing for $100 million. There's gonna be another girl that's gonna be like, "Well, it happened to me too. I need 20." Then another one's gonna come. I need 10. That's what you're gonna see. I hope not too.
And actually, the craziest thing about this is Shannon Sharpe tried to settle this before all the stuff started leaking. He offered her $10 million to basically settle and go away, and she rejected it. I guess because she had all of this evidence, whatever you want to call it, and they started releasing it because she wants her $50 million at this point.
I would hope not.
I hope he didn't do this, but that's what you more likely to see.
We've seen in the past.
And why wouldn't you wait till he signed his podcast deal?
Because we don't know nothing about no.
She might not have put it out last week. They just put the announcement out last week.
Did you see these text messages? In this statement, these alleged text messages, this woman said she wants a big black baby put in her. She ain't waiting on nothing.
I don't know.
You want a big black baby?
She said it twice. They included these text messages that show the nature of their consensual sexual relationship.
So she not black either.
Nope, she white.
So once again, Dr. Umar when you need him. Y'all gonna learn.
I'ma just say,
I am totally against it.
Oh my God.
Even in sinners, y'all.
I got problems with Dr. Umar about other stuff, but yeah, he ain't wrong about this thing. And then Cam and Mace actually spoke about this whole situation. Again, they're just funny as a mug anyway on their It Is What It Is podcast. So this is what Cam and Mace had to say about it.
But the first thing I took from this when I heard it was, look, he was living in California and moved to Nevada. She moved from California to Nevada too. So if somebody's being abusive to you in one state, why would you move to the next state with the same nigga who's abusing you? I don't know. Me personally, I found the red flag with that personally. And then the next thing is this sex tape that's supposedly coming out. Shannon said, put the whole 30 minutes out or 10 minutes, whatever it is. I guess there's some part in there for 30 seconds because brought that up. Shannon brought that up. He said, I believe he's going to release 30 seconds of it. Whatever that 30 seconds is must be nasty and violent and fucked up. If you don't want to put the whole 10 minutes and you reducing it to that 30, it must have been WWE in that joint. Elbow off the top of the bed, off the thrower against the dresser. You white little bitch, come here and suck big black dick. Fuck you talking about? You want nigga dick? I get that part. I get it.
I don't even know how much of that is going to make it on YouTube, but...
Because I tell white bitches you want that nigga dick. But it's consensual. They agree. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I've been doing this in a different realm from him. I never made it as a professional athlete. I've been out here shaking and juggling these bitches since 20 years old.
Cam has always been a wild boy. He has.
Oh, I know what you up to. I know when a bitch try to bait me in a text message to say some dumb shit. I ain't writing it back. You right. And I'm not writing nothing back. You can't get me to write a damn thing back when I see what's going on. You get what I'm saying? Then you gotta know. You gotta know. See, that's the fucked up thing. It seemed like he trusted her from the conversation I heard. You gotta read the signs like, I don't want to get choked. That ain't something you usually say. Hold on. You don't usually talk to me like this. Why are you talking to me like this now? Yo, I'm gonna hit you back. Boom. And then you know when shit ain't right, you be like, when you answer the phone, they be like, hello, hello, hello. They setting up. Oh, I can hear you now. They done set the call up. You gotta read all these signs, bro. And you gotta think about this, right? This is why, and a lot of people call this nigga Uncle Tom, and he don't like black people, or this, that, and the third, et cetera, et cetera. This is why Stephen A. don't get into no shit like this. And I'm gonna say none of us is above it, knock on wood, but he knows he works for Disney. When you work for Disney, a sex tape can't be coming out like this. You can't be admitting that, 30 seconds of this shit was kind of rough. I'm letting y'all know. Shit get a little wild.
And then Mace.
And for him to offer 10 million says that there might be some truth to this, because I'm not offering nobody no 10 million if I know I didn't do anything. And I think the only reason the 10 million didn't work, Killer, I want to know how you feel about this. I think the 10 million didn't work because the pimp need his cut. Just allegedly. I'm not saying there is a pimp, right? Let me give you. It's just an idea. This is just an idea, right? So
I mean, you can say that, but you could also say she knew what she had or how it would look optics wise, and that 10 million wasn't enough for her because she thought she could get more just based on this whole situation. So there's that.
If there's a pimp, right? Why y'all keep laughing? I know this is why they flew me back in. They wanted to know my take. But listen, all jokes aside, if the girl said I want 10, this may be the lawyer, right? Just hypothetically, all of these things, right? And the guy who put her on to Shannon was like, you didn't even know him. I put you on him. You didn't even know who that was. You was asking about college.
So Mason's just coming up with fan theories now. This don't got nothing to do with nothing, but we're gonna let him yap.
It's about college.
Yeah, this is your Thurgood Marshall right here. Him right there. For real? Yeah, that nigga worth a lot of money. You know how guys be, and they pushed her on her. And then she said 10. He was like, 10 is my 10. You gotta put in your number for yourself. That don't have nothing to do with my.
I think all of this is nasty work, and it's just not. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna end well for Shannon Sharpe, but him already having to step down from his job basically, and her not being willing to take a settlement of what was it, $10 million. This is all just nasty work, and he should be terrified of this whole situation. And of course, people can't take anything serious in the world, so everybody has jokes right now for Shannon, which I mean is fair. Let's see what these jokes are saying. The big three of debauchery. Yeah, because Joy Teller had her whole situation come out of everything that was going on at ESPN, and again, and Skip was mentioned in it as well, and they all did work together, so it's not looking great for any of them right now. This needs to be the next Shay Shay interview. Big facts, because Jesus, again, unless he just stays on his own platform and builds that out, I really don't know where he goes from here as far as a career, because I mean, this is just nasty work at this point. Shay Shay really risked it all for a 19-year-old that looks like Jeff Hornacek. Please have a picture of Jeff Hornacek. I can't unsee this. Bro has all the money and couldn't get a decent bottle of milk. Jeff Hornacek is hilarious. All right, Jeff Hornacek. Let's see. Where was Sky Breed? Hold on. All right, boom. Where's Jeff Hornacek? Hold on. I can definitely see that. Let's see. Oh yeah, we already talked about it. About those. We talked about the text messages as well. So yeah, there is a whole entire lawsuit about it. I didn't want to read everything that's in the lawsuit, but based on, I'm not even going to call it evidence. Based on everything that we've seen right now, we've heard the phone calls, the audio, we've seen the text messages, and then again, he leaked his own text message, but that doesn't really address the allegations against him, which is he forced himself on her, did something she didn't want done. Allegedly, there's a whole entire video about it, a sex tape, and he's telling Tony Busby released the whole sex tape. Evidently, I guess she recorded the sex tape because Shannon Sharpe says he doesn't even have a copy of it, which, again, is crazy work. I'm not saying he was set up, but it definitely looks like she had ulterior motives to everything that she was doing. But whether he's found innocent or not, whether this is settled or not, I really don't see how his reputation gets recovered at this point, at least from where he was at the top of the entire sports industry doing these interviews and podcasts. I believe Shannon Sharpe is a Hall of Famer. He's definitely, he is a Hall of Famer. Bro is a Super Bowl champ. He was a legend in his own right in the NFL. And now he's basically going down again for dating a 20-year-old girl who he shouldn't have been dating in the first place. So I don't know what he's going to do. I guess he's taking a break. I think he actually said there was a post that came out yesterday that said he was supposed to be streaming the draft day, the first draft day. And I don't know if he ended up doing that or not. But at this point, yeah, like the comments are saying, like y'all are saying, bro just needs to sit down, wait for all of the smoke to clear from this. Hopefully he comes out on top. But if not, he kind of set himself up for failure with this whole thing. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about this. I think Shannon Sharpe is cooked one way or another because his reputation just won't recover at the end of the day. Yeah, I have the links to the actual lawsuit. I'm making a video about this, which I'm going to post on YouTube. I'll try to get that done right after this. I'm actually going to post snippets from the lawsuit. I just didn't do it in this live. But it is nasty work. Again, I don't know how Shannon Sharpe gets out of this unscathed. This isn't like the whole Jay-Z lawsuit where there was just a bunch of stories and speculation, no corroborated anything. They have actual text messages, videos, everything. Hey, what's going on, JG? But thank y'all for joining the live. I'm going to try to make these longer moving forward, but I did just want to at least get this one out because this whole Shannon Sharpe thing is just ridiculous at this point. Please, again, make sure you like the video, sub to the channel if you haven't already, leave a comment, chat. What's this? He met her without signing an NDA, which is crazy. You're literally dating an OnlyFans model. That's like dating a porn star. Like, you're signing every NDA document I have. Like, I'm not dating any of those people anyway. I swear, if I ever get rich enough, I'm going to be married to a day one and never leave from that because the world, this dating world, especially when you got money, is just too crazy. But appreciate y'all for joining. Again, I'm going to hurry up and get this video edited, get it out. I'll have some of the lawsuit stuff in there. I'm going to try to stream moving forward. I think this is a good time. I think I started at 4. I'll try to do tomorrow as well, Sunday as well, and just go from there. Like I said, I'm trying to build a stream schedule. But I appreciate y'all for joining. Thank y'all for the comments. I'll try to give y'all notice as much as possible. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.